Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing, let's do the Andor trailer breakdown, or let's talk about the new Andor uh, trailer here on the channel today. So, yeah, without ado, let's get into it. So, yeah, recently on the 26th of May, we just, at Star Wars Celebration, we did get a new, or not a new trailer, but our first trailer for the Andor series, as well as we got a release date. To get into release dates and stuff, it is supposed to come out August 31st, which is actually really cool. I'll talk a bit about the, sorry, I'll talk a bit about that in just a few moments. But I mean, yeah, my personal opinions on this. I honestly think this show looks really good. I mean, I'm actually very excited for the show. I mean, I remember when it first was announced, I was like, borderline, like, how the heck does this make sense? Like, this is kind of strange. Like, well, what is this? Why are they making this show? Like, I felt like his story was already told. But I mean, honestly, as progresses, I mean, I'm just excited for the show. I mean, I honestly think it looks really cool. It has great storytelling potential. It could tell a very interesting story that we've never seen from Star Wars before. So, yeah, that's the reason I'm personally excited for this. So, yeah, without ado, let's get into like the trailer and stuff. What we can see. So, from the looks of it, this trailer looks like the show could be taking place like very recently after Revenge of the Sith. Like, this looks like it's very early, maybe even the closest we're getting towards that Revenge of the Sith mark in the year. Maybe this looks to be maybe not even a year after. I mean, if I'm being honest, maybe perhaps the show. I'm not really sure exactly a certain time period because again, the show could take place over years. Like for example, there could be a period of the show where it takes place a year after Revenge of the Sith, and maybe like 2 years or 3 years or something like that. Like you never know. That's why I'm like I'm not really sure because again, he did say like he was literally like, I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. So that meaning maybe perhaps like the Empire murdered his family or something when he was six, which wouldn't add up to a year wise. So he might be six around Revenge of the Sith or something. I'm not really sure. So I mean, there's a huge question mark in terms of that. But from what I get from the trailer, it could be recently into the Empire, just because, again, what I'm about to talk about. So yeah, yeah. So anyways, so continuing on here, let's see who we got in the trailer so far. So of course we see Andor, played by, of course, I think his name's Diego Luna. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Uh, that's the guy who plays Andor. I'm pretty sure, or casting Andor. We also see Mon Mothma is in this, which is pretty interesting. We also see that uh what's his name? I'm blanking out his name. He plays Eric Selvig in the Avengers movies. I forget his name. Stellan Skarsgård. He's in it. Playing. I'm not really sure who he's playing. Uh, yeah. So he looks to be playing some sort of. I'm my honest guess would probably be some sort of like eater and something anti-empire. That's what my guess is, just from his attire. Maybe perhaps he could be playing somebody in the empire. I don't know exactly specifics on his role, but I mean, if I were just to take a guess off the trailer, I would guess he's playing some sort of anti-empire. I purposely don't say rebellion, just because again, I'm not really fully sure exactly what's going on with this in terms of rebellion and stuff. So yeah, we saw a few different characters, but honestly, I don't know. Though must be some new characters or something, because I can't really see who these characters are. So it's gonna be interesting to kind of get that as well. In terms of like another confirmed casting, we didn't see in the trailer. At least I didn't see him. Was K2S? So he's supposed to be in this as well. So yeah. Uh, that's pretty interesting as well. So that's pretty much it in terms of the characters. Now in terms of like plot wise and stuff, from the thing we could actually see, there's quite a few clips of the Empire, and we actually see a few clips. We see a clone dropship, which is actually really interesting because again, what I just said, like this could be taking place like a year or less than a year from Revenge of the Sith. I'm not exactly sure when they made their transition to Stormtrooper armor. I'm not entirely sure of when that happened, but I mean, in terms of the actual specifics, I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that knows. But I mean, personally, I don't know. So yeah, yeah. So it looks like maybe perhaps we're getting a little bit of a clone action. We also kind of see it's a little hard to distinguish, but we see obviously that could be stormtroopers, but I mean I'm thinking that could also be maybe just the plain white armored phase two clone troopers as we see them like maybe shooting at somebody or something. Not really sure what's going on with that, but we see that happen. So I'm genuinely curious to see what kind of stuff that brings. Cause I mean that would be awesome if we got some like live action clones and some stuff. So that'd be awesome as well. So yeah. Uh, Other than that, I mean, there wasn't really too much in terms of the trailer. I mean, it didn't give away a whole lot. It just gave some glimpses at some characters, maybe a few open plots. But I mean, that was pretty much it, though. In terms of our another thing I should probably touch on is it looks like this could be possibly like the deeper beginnings of the rebellion. I'm thinking, maybe perhaps this Cassian Andor was maybe one of the first agents within the Rebel Alliance. So that's exactly what I'm kind of like wondering here is like where perhaps does this stand? Like where is is this like the beginnings of the rebellion? Because again, we see Mon Mothma, we know she's like one of the founding members, but we also see stuff like Star Wars Rebels where it shows like the Rebel Alliance being essentially created. So I mean, it's really difficult to really navigate through that. I'm genuinely curious to see where it goes with that. But I mean, we'll probably get more stuff before that, so maybe we'll get a bit more answers. But of course, like the show comes out like relatively soon. It's only about 2 months away, so I mean, it's or 3 months, 3 months and a little bit. So it's not actually that far. It's pretty close. I mean, it's the end of summer. I don't know if it's classified as end of summer, but it's coming out August 31st. So yeah. Um, yeah. In terms of its release date, I actually think this is really interesting because we're seeing especially if you go to the broad terms of just Disney Plus, we see that they're actually putting out a lot of content this within the next little bit. We know the Kenobi show is going to be coming out. Well, when I'm recording this is the 26th, tomorrow 27th, and it's supposed to go until what I think mid late June. So I mean, we have it till then. Then of course we have like the Marvel Disney Plus shows, of course. Which I mean, if you're a separate Star Wars fan, that's a different story. But I mean, if you're a fan of both franchises, that's really good. But I mean, if we're just talking Star Wars here, so you got the Kenobi show, it's like mid late June, and then you're getting the Andor show like less than 2 months later. So that's like actually really cool that we're getting all this content, and then this is going to be a 12 episode show as I believe that's what they've said. It's going to be a 12 episode show. So then we're going to get this to probably early November is my personal guess. I think I haven't done the full blown calculations, but I think it's like early November, maybe mid November, maybe late October. But we're gonna get this for a while. Like 12 weeks is a lot, but I don't know if they're gonna like maybe triple episode or something, or the premiere, or a double episode. I'm not sure, but I mean, still like Star Wars fans are getting stuff that's really good right now. So yeah, personally, I cannot wait for that Andor show. I can't wait to watch it. Of course, when it comes out, I'll cover it. And of course, like if there's any more trailers and stuff, of course I'll talk about them. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it though. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.